bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Fielded in the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And from the 25, they work this to the 24.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
On second down now, it's Cook. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
The ball carrier.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
A gain of 16.
Love the play call that time. Love the design. You put 3 tight ends on the field. That screams jumbo set, running formation to a defense, right? No, they go play action, and defense gets confused for just a split second. And next thing you know, completion for good yardage.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down.
On the carry, it's Cook. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
A first carry now for Kofrani Muhammad. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 yards there, first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead. We see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 40-yard line.
They'll run it. This is Muhammad. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. From the gun, Weber. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. And to give this time to the tailback. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hold.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys, because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line.
Darius Leonard on the tackle.
There to stop him was Darius Leonard.
Brings up second down at the 34-yard line.
No score after one on EA Sports.
No score.
Second and 16.
They'll set up a throw. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. And the ball is knocked out. And this is picked up by the defense. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
First down, here's the run with Cook. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
On the carry.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
To number 85.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
They'll run on first down. Muhammad. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Off play action. Weaver. And he will take this one in for a touchdown.
To number 85.
From 19 yards away. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point.
The big fella was the recipient there for that touchdown pass, and it seems like more and more the tight end is the guy you have to worry about most in the passing game.
Night 7. Steelers nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let this one go deep right sideline. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
I believe I'm following their logic. Take the big shot downfield, loosen things up. You're hoping to get some points on the board before the half. Maybe now you come back and throw some underneath stuff in order to make sure you get a completion.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he's got this down to the 35. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
5-yard line.
And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
That's going to be caught. And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his.
After nearly 30 minutes of football, that touchdown puts us in a position where if they make the extra point, we're right back to even before we start the second half.
Will Lutz on for the point after. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
7. Will Lutz set to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
They'll take over 1st down and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
1st down.
Off the play fake, Weber. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free. To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Operating from the gun, Weber. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground.
Down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on 3rd down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Runs through the contact. A nice punt, but a good run back as well of 13 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, Try to get the #1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
And 10 at their 48-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Going up top. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
First and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
Try to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Again, it's Cook. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, Weber. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. On 1st and 10, Weber. His throw caught right around the 6. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and goal.
At the 7-yard line.
Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, They're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
From the gun on third down, Weber. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
That drive took them inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold them to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
4-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
And to give this time to the tailback. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. Second and 10 coming up. A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. Second and 10. Now a handoff looking right. They find some open field here. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So on the other side of the field now, it's first and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Brought down at the 39-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run.
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
Taken down and sacked by Kenneth Murray. A loss of 2 yards. It's 3rd and 9.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. First down marker at the 31. It's third down. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And some room to maneuver. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Steelers are going to retake the lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They run it again with Cook. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Weber. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, Weber. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Lutz to try to add the PAT. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
Makes the score Steelers 20, Black Knights 10.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Throwing after the interception. Weber. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off around the 37. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. That one looks like he'll throw here. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, that one's all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Now a throw here, hauled in. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. But now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
So after the incomplete, and 10. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Despite the lead here in the fourth, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun.
A gain of 5. It's
now back to throw. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on fourth.
And at the 11-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Evan Ingram, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
And we'll see if they go back to base. They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. And he'll find Hall. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air. Nice chunk of yardage there. And then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
16 yards.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Looking to throw. Weber, now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
On the deep ball.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Alexander.
Throwing again. Weaver. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 19. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Steelers, the train just keeps rolling. 9-0 now.